There.
Oh, no, it's not on.
Who wants to start this stupid video?
Hey, me. Wait, can I?
Go on
can
ahead.
I have your? Can
I want
Can
my
you send me your
alpha
your
finger.
YouTube channel, please?
Torchlight Wolf.
I found a small.
Okay, I
little
searched it
force
up.
Trooper. Oh.
Currently, it's like this thing with a small little anime caricature. I haven't been able to finish it up yet.
Torchlight. Oh, I found it. Wow, I have your YouTube channel now, and I just subscribed.
Thanks. Oh God. Do it. Do it.
So I
Do
did
it,
see you
pussy.
grab a gun.
Do it. Do it.
I just shot myself.
Just go on ahead. Here, okay.
Is that even
Maybe
hurting
you
you?
can't kill in this area?
Yes.
I don't.
Oh,
Really?
No, I
That's
definitely got shot. I'm definitely getting
Okay,
shot.
go on ahead. Take it. Get me. Take
Yeah,
me.
Shoot this fuck. Wait, what?
There he goes. What the hell? That's a
Take
place in
on me. Take on me.
Let's see.
Whoa.
Grenade launcher.
Ah, grenade.
Just shoot me already. Shoot me dead.
Well, I
Miss.
guess don't work here.
Shoot me dead.
This world grenades do not have any effect on anything.
No, I
Thank
mean,
you.
oh my
Okay, well,
god.
kill me, because
Damn.
is a cunt.
Literally what every
Yeah,
private
right,
said to his
yeah.
sergeant in Vietnam.
Also,
yeah,
you
you're
want to
on
know
PC.
something? I've gotten better at
I
sniping.
would
Torch,
love to know.
I have a realization for you.
I'm proud of you.
What?
And I
What
also
isn't?
have gotten better at doing training.
You ever want?
PC.
Hold on. What's a
Therefore, I'm
better
really
way to
good
word
at
this?
shooting. I strain my eyesight.
You ever
for
consider
this.
how your nipples are older than your
You're
teeth?
so thoughtful.
I strain
heard
my
that. It's a funny
eyesight for
thing.
this training.
Heard that.
Appreciate that. I'm gonna probably go blind.
I'm glad I got that on
I
film.
appreciate everything you do.
That is going on the video.
All right, we want to start this.
Yeah, because I doubt any 21st will be getting on. 'Cause they do
Anyone
some
else
stuff
want
for
to?
me.
I don't think it's a joint. I think
Anyone else
Is
want to make
everybody
some
up
dark
here, or
jokes? Before we get started.
Nah, we won't do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's
5,
6
6
plus
two,
9?
3.
69. I get it.
I have more dark jokes, but I feel too tired to tell them.
All right.
You know how to make a relationship work?
How?
How?
There's 70 reasons. One is you, because you're so beautiful. And the rest is 69.
That depends on if it smells like fish or Febreze.
That's true, very true.
Oh, God! Do not.
Man's got some
Oh.
knowledge down here.
I feel like I have a bit of
if a woman has
PTSD because
rosé.
that is the only smell you got in high school. Just fish.
That's so fucked up. What? What high school did you go
So
to?
that's what he meant whenever
go-
he said he parted the Red Sea.
Man, Moses was just slaying fools.
Put in the Red Sea.
Didn't he part the Dead Sea, not the Red Sea?
Oh, that's what he means when he has that staff. That snake staff.
Oh, that's what he means when he turns water into wine.
that was Jesus.
No, my lord! Please forgive them, for they do not know what they've been saying or doing.
I've done a lot.
Yeah, sorry,
I've
that's
done
the
a lot
best
of things.
salt.
I'm not being
And I
silly
just-
anymore.
And I was in the middle of. I was in the middle of my stepdad's temple service. And I'm immediately hearing this.
By the way, so there's
Eh.
there's this
1, 2, 3,
supermarket.
4,
It's called
5.
prison.
What happened to the other guy?
Some dads may never come
Above
back
you.
with the milk.
1, 2,
Mm.
3, 4, 5,
Above you.
6. There's
They'll come back with the milk, alright. The milk will just be in
What?
them.
Where'd they go?
No, wait.
There they
Okay,
are.
now.
But
we have him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going.
He was.
Oh,
in there, so
God
that was what
forgive.
Quest users couldn't see. So all
All
I
right,
saw was his
let's
body
kind
just
of
walking out.
start this.
Today,
Let's kind of
God.
get through
Today
this.
is
'cause I
like
wanna go
the
through lots
Jewish
of
New
names.
Year, and it's like the whole dissolve of all your sins. And look where I go right back to.
Sin.
Yep.
Who's dead? So all right, you three line up right here.
Yes, sir.
I thought you were talking to me.
Oh, I'm guessing I'm right here on the
Three.
side then.
Well, you pointed in my
Physically or
direction.
mentally.
I mean,
All right.
you know, every
Okay,
time
that's
you
all
go
lined
to the
up.
bathroom, you're committing a crime.
Depends on
How
how
old are
many
you?
times I do it.
How old are you?
25.
Yeah, you know, every time you go to the bathroom, you're committing a crime. It's illegal for a
Good.
grown man to hold a little boy's pecker.
Well, the good thing
What?
about that is
Gotcha.
I have a child's mindset.
That's fucked up.
Ow.
It's even more fucked.
That's even more
Oh.
fucked up.
Oh, God in
We'll,
heaven.
we'll start this. We'll start
Lord,
this
please forgive us for what we do not do.
No, there is no Lord to save you.
going. Lord, forgive the rest of
What
them.
we
Don't
say.
forgive me.
No.
I'm too far.
Oh,
Forgive
God.
any of us.
What was the joke I have? It's just like,
Here is.
I don't know.
what was the
This is no
joke?
man's land.
The joke that I had was just like, I go to hell and the devil himself is just like, even I'm not into that. Just like the Skeletor quote.
Trust me, the devil fears me. I don't fear the devil.
We're good.
I am the righteous hand of God. And I
Devil's
you
Poison.
forgot.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
It's a
So
really good
tactical-
song.
Tactically cuckoo.
Tactical strategic movement. All right. There's a term for it. I don't remember the term. Found me. I'm sure. It's called like
TSM?
Spark or something. No. It's so everything that I'm going to say is stuff that I'm going to adapt into VR chat from the army. So
Where the fuck
if it doesn't make sense, it's because of the army, and if it does make sense, it's because it's an adaptation of the army. Because nothing in the army makes sense. So,
True.
what is a thing in any team that you need to succeed? So
Strong
what's
chain
your
of
key
command
thing? No.
and
what if
adaptability.
I don't have a question, but I want to
Adaptability, so-
answer.
Yeah, go for it.
Uh,
It's like the one thing that you need in a team to win. Any team in the world. Doesn't matter if it's military, law enforcement, firefighter. Doesn't matter if you're a plane, if you're in aviation, like Delta or United.
to keep your
you know.
teammates alive.
That is a good one, but that's not necessary to complete the mission.
Elimination.
I keep
That
saying
is
that.
also not my conscience. Can one of the higher ups, can you answer? What is the one thing that a team needs to succeed? I say it every time that I'm the
I was
one
gonna
team.
say cooperation.
Cooperation is so close.
Cooperation.
That's what he said.
Oh.
It's communicate. Oh my fuck.
A communication?
Communication. Thank you. Sorry, I haven't slept in like 4 days, so.
Oh,
Same
God.
here.
So, if I am in any team in the world, and I don't know how to do something, and they trust me to do that, that's a bit of a problem. So communication is absolutely key to anything that you guys do in your entire life. This is not just a combat VR chat. All right, let me preface this by saying that this is a game.
You're on blue.
And yeah, this is a game.
What?
And I'm gonna treat it
You're
like
on
it's a
blue.
game. You're enjoying the bull. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh,
unjoinable.
okay. I was yeah. Sorry, I did that last night. I
Someone
think.
text me.
What?
What?
Did someone just drop a baby?
Whose child was that? Wait, was that your
Yeet
sister?
the child. Yeet the child. He does like the Lion King thing, just yeet.
What's that questionable stain on the ceiling? Don't worry about it.
Yeetus the fetus.
What smells like spaghetti? Don't. Just don't. Alright. Communication.
What's that
So,
What's
if
that liquid
I'm-
on the floor?
Alright, so even though this is a game, right? We're gonna treat it like it's a milsim, because that's what kind of Crow wants, and that's what a lot of people want in this,
Alright.
including myself. So let's treat it like a milsim. So what's our goal?
To win.
To win. We don't lose here.
Losers are for the weak.
Losing is for weakness. Weak people. Weak people.
It's for
Don't
the.
lose.
It's for the. It's for the low lives.
Yeah.
It's for the retarded.
we don't lose.
It's for the stupid.
Yeah.
And the dumb.
For the stoops. Yeah. Definitely. So our main goal is not to lose. Our main goal is to win. Whether that be securing an objective. Are you good?
I think he's having a stroke.
No, I think he's fighting a gremlin right now. Anyway,
Still a vegetable in the sippy cup. I'll knock it right out.
so there's different things that we do, right? We do securing, we do like team death matches, we do all around eliminations, we do a whole bunch of different shit. But there's one thing that we can do to improve that. It's by being more tactical with our environment, being more tactical with ourselves, and being more tactical with our communication. So if Arctic was here, which I invited him, and he didn't, that's what you get. That just shows you how the long attention spans are of the Marines.
Can you sit down in bed?
I don't know where he's. Oh, you're not talking to me. Okay. So
Moon
if
just
Arctic
went
was
through
here,
a whole war.
me
in
and
his
Arctic.
room.
So I'm in the army, right? And Arctic's in the Marines. We could go on a battlefield together, and we could be tactical. Because the way the military is structured, everything's the same. So with all radio communications, with all weapon platforms, with all this and that, they're all standardized. So we all learn the same stuff. Even though we're in different branches, we have different equipment. Like I have an M4 and he has an M16. We still know that weapons platform. We still know what the other person is capable of. We have that standardization, and that's what boot camp is for. And there is no boot camp in VR chat, and there's definitely not going to be, because this is a video game, not Nelson. So, how do we get on a standardized level with our team? That way, when one of your higher ups can go, we need this done. We already know what the goal is. We already know how to accomplish that goal. That's what it is to be tactical. All right. When Moo here gives an order, right? He shouldn't have to explain that order. It should be a standardized operation that you guys just follow. So if Moo says, I want to hold, say down there, that little pillbox, that's what we call them. We call them like structurized forts. That pillbox. If your sergeant says we need to control that pillbox, he shouldn't have to explain how to do that. Right? So he should say, he didn't need to explain, hey, I want a guy here, I want a guy there, I want you with the main gun in the pillbox, controlling fire. That should just be a standardized operation of how to do that. Right?
Well,
Sergeants in the Army, for an example, will say, we need a forward operating base at this location. And then he is completely hands off. It's up to the grunts to make a standardized forward operating base at that location. It's all standardized. It's always going to be the same thing, depending on terrain. So if your sergeant says, hey, I want to control that pillbox, that should be the order. Like, that's it. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to come up with a standardized operation or a SOP for how to do that. Every unit's going to be different. I know a lot of you guys are in Crow's unit. I know some of you guys are just in the bare bones battalion. I know some of you guys are probably going to move battalions. So it's going to be different for a lot. That's just going to be how Moo wants to do it, and that'll be how you have to do your operating. So, like my definition of secure that will be different from his. So if I say secured, that's different, right? So it's always going to be a standardized thing, especially for that person. For your unit, you're in. Okay, how can I explain this better? Who's a high rank? Me or Moo?
You? No more?
Even
Yeah. So I'm a higher rank, but who is your direct upline?
Moo.
Moom?
Moo. So who's directly in charge of you?
Moo.
Moom.
Right. So on a battlefield, it's hard to say, but on a battlefield, when all lives are at stake, there is no rank. There is just respect. So when you're on a battlefield, like in aviation, I work with. I'm a private in the army, but I'm the same rank as lieutenants and majors when I'm in an when I'm in an aircraft. There's no higher rank in that. It's all about respect. So when you're and I'm gonna preface this because this is a video game and this is fake and all that. But when you're in a combat situation and your life is on the line for you to win your team, there is no rank. There is an order of operations, a chain of commands that my word kind of overrides his word, but you are his soldiers, right? So your SOP will be dictated by your superior, by Moo. So whatever he deems is your standard operating procedure, whatever he comes up with, that'll be your standard operating procedure or SOP. So let's say I give the order to take that pillbox, and he comes up with his plan, his standard operating procedure, and he says to his grunts, your soldiers, you guys, to take that pillbox and secure it. That is your standard operating procedure to go take that. Does that kind of make sense?
Yep.
And that is all entirely based on what that sergeant or your higher ranking superior is. All right. And all it is basically just placement and advancements and stuff like that. That's not what we're going to get into. We're just talking about how to make things standard. So your next time that you go into a training environment, I don't know when the next time you guys do that because I'm probably not going to be here. Come up with a list of standard operating procedures. So you will need one for securing a sector, which is basically like that. So that pillbox, if he says secure, you should already know how to do that. And we'll run through that tonight. We'll go through that. And you should have one that's for an advanced, for advancing. So when he says advance, you already know what to do. You don't need to be dictated by your superior. One word commands: secure, advance, conquer, control, eliminate. These are one word advancements that should be quick, decisive, communicative. All he should say is one word, and you know what to do in that thing. Because imagine the enemy team who's over here, and he is wanting to control this pillbox, that fortified position, and he is constantly telling his soldiers, "Hey, I want you here. I want you over there. I want that big gun here. All right, and I want to be able to push up all at once." Just that time it takes to get his soldiers in the right spot is opportunity, right? It is an opportunity for you to cut the head off the snake. The fact that they are disorganized, that they don't have a standard way of doing things, is a huge advantage to someone who does. That's why it's really it's really a helpful tip to do that. It's really tactical to do it as well. It makes things so much smoother. Yes.
I've learned something about that going through a few manuals. That is usually why in a standard battlefield, snipers are key. I have heard that.
Yeah, snipers are really hard to dictate, especially with new combat. Modern combat, snipers aren't really the key anymore, just because of urban environments. But we'll get there. So we're gonna go back. You're gonna respawn. You're gonna go into the blue. I want one person to pick up the machine gun, and I want the other two to pick up rifles. And then I want to meet us all on the blue spawning area down there. Okay. You guys,
Right.
You can pick up whatever weapon you guys want. Okay, this is just a training exercise. So I want one of you guys to pick up the heavy blaster and two of you guys to pick up rifles. All right.
All right.
Respawn. Go do that now.
All right. I'm going with the DC-15. Here's the heavy.
Sniper.
DC 15A.
Yeah,
And
regular
go back to
rifle.
the
My
spawn with
baby.
your gun.
Not the heavy. Yeah.
I'm.
Grab this one.
She's a good marksman. Why not just?
So
DC.
the 3 soldiers come over here.
Because she's not marksman trained.
I gave the orders
All
to
right.
the rifles. One of you is there.
Mm.
Come on, you two need to go down there.
All right.
Yeah, there's one.
I got
Yep.
confused.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Assassin, drop your weapon. Go up and get the heavy rotary cannon. All right, Moo. Oh, where are you going? Come on over here, because this is gonna be kind of how you are gonna do things.
This?
Z6.
This is going to be
Machine
important
gun.
to this. What? Yes, machine gun. But what is it? In a military words, what is this weapon?
LMG or HMG, if I'm not mistaken.
This would be an LMG because it's being held by hands. But this is the most casualty producing weapon on the battlefield. All right, your heavy weapons operator, which is whoever's holding the heavy weapon. This guy is the most important person in an infantry squad. He's the most casualty producing. He has the most casualty producing weapon. So you want him as a sergeant. I'm telling you this. You want him in an area where he can be protected and where he can see most of the battlefield. So we're gonna go through is we're gonna do a one word advancement. We're gonna go through secure. And secure just basically means your limitations of advancement, right? So you're gonna say these words: secure that pillbox. So say it.
Secure that pillbox.
All right. When he says that, you guys already know what you're going to do. So this is just for me, right? This is for my squad. I want you in the middle of that pillbox, and I want you guys on the bridge, one on that side of the bridge, one on this side of the bridge. Go. Do that now.
I got the far side. Or
We got far side. I'll get this side.
Okay. So you can kind of see. Can everyone hear me?
yeah.
Can you see most of the battlefield?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Depending on what
All
side.
right. Yeah, depending on what side you are. So this is what we call a secure area, right? If one person comes out on the enemy side, one person will always have a sight line on that individual. And if they come advance through your sector, the main battery, which is the rotary cannon here, can see that. Now, notice how the secured area is behind your first line of defense. So see this bridge, this front
All right, just
limitation here,
set it down.
this is in front of your secured area. So everything behind these 2 soldiers here is secured, which means that pillbox is secured. So your order of
It's okay,
secure
I'm
that
not the
pillbox,
best.
that is fulfilled, right? You see, as a sergeant, you kind of see how that works.
Oh.
So if it's a secured area, your secured area will always be behind your front lines. Sergeant, where is your front lines right now? This line, this bridge. Anything behind these 2 soldiers is secured, right? If there's a person who runs underneath this bridge, one of these soldiers will
I
find
hope
that
to
person
God
before they
this
cross.
thing didn't
These
catch
soldiers
that.
can now communicate to you as a sergeant, hey, there's someone behind our front lines, right? But your main goal, your secured area, your main gun is in what you wanted as a secured placement. So now everybody remember your positions. These 3 soldiers, remember your positions. Go back to that blue wall.
Phew.
Okay, Sergeant, come on down. Let's say game is beginning. This is a quick and decisive one word. They already know where they're going. right? Secure that pillbox. That is all you're saying. Secure pillbox. Secure one word action. Give him a location. That pillbox. Go.
Secure that pillbox.
Go. 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 You're not directing them to go anywhere. They already know where they're going. Boom. Now you have a fully secured area. That is that pillbox. Your main gun is in the middle. Most casualty producing weapon right in the middle. You've got a front lines in front of your secured area. Your battle strategy is now set. If any enemy approaches them from this direction, which is the only direction in this case, depending on terrain, this is the only way they can come. If any enemy introduces themselves into the battlefield, they can be taken care of or communicated, right? See how effective that can be? All right, now let's advance a little bit further. So this is just me. This is just all me. I want you in front of this ramp right here.
Me?
Yep, in front of that ramp. Don't go up the ramp. Just get in front of it. Yep. And now you can go on either side of that ramp, right? That ramp is not cover. You can move on either side. I want you to do the same thing. Come up here, up to this ramp. Don't go up the ramp. You're just using it as cover. And I want you to get onto this bridge. All right, this would be a demonstration of securing this bridge. Notice your front lines have moved up. Your main battery has moved up into the secured area. Everything behind those two soldiers is secured, right?
Yes.
So now here's your advancements, right? So, depending on terrain, if you use this map a lot, you can do these in one-word increments called advance. Right, and I'm not trying to just do the sergeant training here. I'm just trying to let you all know how this should work. So, if you use this map all the time, you can use these in one-word increments. You can just say advance because these soldiers already know. So, in this instance, where you guys are right now, these three soldiers, this is securing the bridge. Right? Remember your position right now. All right, everyone to the wall.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother.
All right,
editing
Sergeant,
this
you just
bit
spawned
out.
in. You need to control this. You need to get control of your map right now. So I would secure the pillbox, and then once you have that fully secured, secure the bridge.
Secure the pillbox. Where'd my gun go?
Boom. See how seamlessly they start to move out. Boom, they're in position. The enemy is coming in. We have beat on them. We have our main battery right where it needs to be already. The enemy is over there saying, hey, I want you over here. I need you over here. I need you this, and that, right? You can almost, once you're set up and how quickly you can get set up, now you have zero worry about where your troops are. You already know their positions. So now all you're doing is when you come up here, you can be on this front line here. You can just be looking at the enemy. Right? You can just, all you need to do is tell them what to do. One word, quick combat, decisive one words. You can forget about your troop movements. You can just instantly start to focus on the enemy, watch what they're doing. And more times out of not, when I do it, it's really funny because I'll do my quick and decisive movement and then I'm watching the enemy and I'll watch them do this. Like, I'll watch them point to locations that they want their people. It's really funny. I'll be like, yeah, he's now spending all of his time. That sergeant is spending all of their time depicting on where their troops are moving. Or it'll just be like a fan out. Like they'll come out and they'll just disperse, and that's really easy to pick off, right? Your troops right now, they're in cover. They can't shoot your troops. They're really easy just to pick off. They don't know the battlefield, or they know the battlefield and they're trying to advance as far as they can, and they overstep their advancements. They don't think that you're going to be quick enough to get onto a sight line. They don't think that you're that quick, and they'll come right up the middle, right quick for this soldier here to shoot them when they have no cover. The quickness is key. Communication is key. All right, now that you have this area secured, secure the bridge.
Secure the bridge.
Your troops already know what to do. They're setting up their forward limit in front of the secured area. Boom. Everything behind your front line is secured. If anybody tries to come behind your front lines, they'll see them. Right? Your front line is on the front lines. Now, of course, depending on terrain, this is a very easy place to control, very small area, and on maps like Umbara, it'll be a lot harder. You'll need them to be a lot closer together just to kind of push through the area. This is completely dependent on terrain. But as these three soldiers now know, if you were on this map all the time, these areas are key. You already know where you're going. Right? That's just one move. That is just secure area. Now, technically speaking, from the pillbox to the bridge, that is called an advancement. And all you would have to say is advance, and then they can move right into new positions. But that would be completely dependent on terrain. Like, if you were on a different map, you can't do that because they don't know where they're going. So, like this is exactly how it should be. And everybody come up on the bridge.
I'll save it for in the morning. I'm actually recording right now. I'm not gonna bother editing that out.
Can you hear me, bud? Come on, George.
Alright. My mother walked in, and I'm not gonna bother editing that out.
Your troops should be smart enough to know when they secure an area, they are securing in front of that area. So if you're on maps like Umbara, and there's like a tree, and it's a very distinct tree, and you can describe the tree, you can say, secure that tree. Your soldiers should already know, hey, if I'm the heavy weapons operator, I should be at that tree. Hey, if I'm the two guardsmen, I should be in front of that tree in cover. And they should be able to form a line. You should be able to see each other at all times. When you have a secured area, you should be able to, see each other, see what's going on. Communications go out, you can wave and stuff like that. But in this area, it's really nice. It's really small. That is the huge advantage of one-word decisive commands. Do you all kind of understand that?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's the same. Once everybody knows something like that, and you guys go into battle with the 21st or like the 501st, something like that, it'll get easier and easier the more and more you do it. It's fine. I don't really. The guns were just kind of. You can drop your guns if you want. They're not really. They're just kind of a showmanship.
I like my gun holding. It helps calm me down right now.
Okay, I'm glad
Okay.
that you holding a firearm calms you down. It does the same for me. What I have taught you, though, bear in mind this. Yes, I'm a higher rank than Moo, but Moo is your direct superior when it comes to combat. Remember what I said. Yes, I outrank him, but in terms of combat, I really don't. It just is. It's just like a respect thing. Yes, I outrank him, and you should follow my moves, but everything that you're standardized to should be his standardization. So if he says conquer that pillbox, he might want you in different positions than what I have placed. So that is completely depending on what you want and how you want to organize your troops. So your squad, your platoon, your squad, your regiment here their SOP is entirely based up to you. Every sergeant is going to be different. Your troops are standardized to you, not to me. So I'm going to do this again. I want you to secure this trench. I want you to tell your 3 soldiers here to secure that trench, and then we'll run through a little demonstration we'll start on the blue wall, and then you'll say secure the trench, and they'll move into their position. So show me where you would put them.
Like, you want me to put them there, or you say that?
No, I'm not touching them. This is your standard operating procedure. You are the one deciding where they're going to be. He is the heavy weapons operator. These 2 are riflemen, or what we call them guardsmen. So you go. You're good.
You guys come down with me. Say the heavy back here under the bridge. Taking cover and firing.
This is the trench right here.
Yeah.
I want you to secure this trench.
Let me think. Have you be right here, and then the 2 rifles would be right here in the cover.
You want 2 riflemen right there? Okay, check this out. Come over here. No, you guys stay there. You 3 soldiers stay there. All right, we're an enemy. Right about here is my limit. If you're an enemy, right about here, we can be seen by your spotters. Your people can see me right about here, right? Let's try something slick. If I'm right here, can any of your soldiers see me?
No.
I
were
can
facing
just
down
make out
this
your
way.
heads.
You could just make out my head. Can you see me right now?
No, I cannot.
Can you see me right now?
No.
See, this trench is the thing that you're securing. Can you see me right now?
No.
Yes. Wait, is that you? Yeah, that's you. I can see you.
You can see my foot?
Yep.
I see a foot.
All right, check this out. I have a
Nope.
shotgun for an example. Can you see me?
No.
Nope.
Bang.
Now I can see you.
Your main rifleman is dead. Bang, yeah, I might die by your 2 guardsmen here, but I just took out your main heavy weapons operator. He was the first guy I saw. I shot him. Yeah, you can see me in very key spots, but this is your kind of thing. This is your training. You never want to be below the enemy, ever.
You want to be above. Higher ground is
You
better.
always want to be on the
It's
same
key.
playing field or above your enemy, always. But it's hard to do. This trench, right? But your trench starts here, right? This is your trench. This is the beginning of the trench. This wall here. And what do I say about securing an area?
Cover.
What was the key feature about securing an
Cover.
area?
Cover.
Yes, but there's one other thing. See if your sergeant was paying attention. Where should your front line be if you're securing an area?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Taurus,
It
where
should
should your
be
front line be when you're securing an area?
literally in front of me.
Your secured area should never be your front line. Your front line should always be in front of your secured area. Doesn't matter the distance, although, yes, I'm in front of the trench right now, but I'm not that far. There's 2 things. You need to be in front of your secured area, and you need to have cover. So let's knock this wall out. Let's say that this hallway goes on for quite a bit. Goes on for quite a bit. A secured area would be soldier here, soldier on the other side of the bridge, and your main gun behind the trench. Somewhere where there's cover, probably behind that. Yep. Right around there. You have your 2 guardsmen in front of your trench. You have your heavy weapons operator in the middle of your secured area. And now you can comfortably say that this trench is secured. Right? So if you were to say secure this trench, see how much better this option would be compared to your option. Let's say I'm an enemy. Let's say I'm an enemy. Come over here.
What's he saying?
Hey, heavy weapons guys. Stay where I told you to stay. Stay back there.
I was trying to hear you guys.
All right, let's say we're running in. Come here. All right, look right where I am. 2 of your soldiers can see me. Can easily see me. Your heavy weapons and your guardsmen. Let's go over here. Boom. 2 of your soldiers, before I even reach your front lines, 2 of your soldiers can easily see me. All right, now let's try this. Let's say this wall doesn't exist.
Bang bang.
Watch this. Hey, what's your Death? Death, tell me, can you see me right now?
Yeah.
Right now,
Well,
you can.
sort of. Well, your name
Can
tag,
you see me
but
right now? Oh, you can see my
No.
name tag. Oh, I don't have name tag.
yeah,
Can you see any of my person?
no.
All right, let's see. Okay, right about here. So this right here. Let's say that this is as far as I can get without you guys seeing me. Let's say I have a shotgun. Same scenario. Same scenario. I've come out, bang, death dead. But death, the death being dead automatically tells Torch that one tells Torch that I'm over here. Two, you just lost the guardsman. A horrible loss to have, but it's not as bad as your main gun getting destroyed. Right? There's a whole bunch of things in combat. Right? You can all gather around now. You can all come on down. All gather around. There's a horrible choices to be made in combat, and that is dealing with losing pieces, right? This is chess. The best move wins, but sometimes the best move requires you to lose pieces. So let's say in the worst possible instance that Torch didn't get a shot off and he didn't shoot me when I was coming around, and I got to where Death couldn't see me, and I came around and I shot Death. Well, instantly Torch now knows where I am, right? And you've lost a guardsman. A horrible loss, but it's way better than losing your main gun. And your trench here is still secured, even with a loss, right? Even with one of your casualties, your trench is still secure. That's what it means to secure a sector, right? You kind of understand that?
Yeah.
Do you guys kind of understand that?
Yep.
Yes.
One
I
word.
like this.
That's
This
all
is
it takes.
fun.
Secure
It is.
this. That's all it takes. Secure that. Secure this, secure that. And really, depending on your SOP, you might not have designated areas to go, like in the Umbara. I'm going to use that a lot because it's just a barren wasteland. You guys, as guardsmen, should be trained as guardsmen, right? You should be trained to, hey, we're going past the secure area a little bit, but where there's cover. Notice how you didn't move up quite a lot. I mean, what is this? In real life, this is probably 15 feet in front of your secured area. Right? That trench is your secured area. This is your cover, right? This isn't much more than 15 feet. It doesn't have to be a lot. All you guys are your forward lines, your front lines, your front lines and your communication tools, right? When you're all on Discord, you guys are the first people to say, hey, I got an incoming person. And that is when your machine gun starts to aim their fucking main gun in that direction. Right?
Yep.
These are all things with just one command, just secure. Then you have other things that I'm not going to get into tonight because I'm not going to make this fucking 3 hours. But then you have advance, you have attack, you have guard. Guard is very similar to secure. I guess we can kind of do that. So secure means we're going to die here, right? Means I'm not. You are placed in a place. You are here, right? Death is going to be here until her death or until her next order, right? I will guard this place. This place is secured by my life. Guard is a little bit different. Guard this trench means, hey, when you are sitting here and the enemy is approaching you, fall back to where you can safely secure yourself. So guard means we are guarding this place, but it does not mean our end life. You do not kill yourself over this trench, right? It's very similar on how you would present. Guard is always going to be in front of the thing you're guarding. Your front lines is going to be in front, just like it is for secure, but it does not mean that, hey, you're either going to die here or you're going to move up. That's what secure means. Secure means at all chances possible, you will stay in your designated spot and you will not let up unless the enemy kills you. I mean, when you're a sergeant, I know that they don't teach you this, and they're never gonna say it because they aren't part of the military, but your superiors will say, this is what you are responsible for. All right. And I'm going to say this in the most heroic way possible, but you as a sergeant decide the fate of a battle. Right? All I'm going to do as a higher up person when I'm giving you orders, all I'm going to do is say, "Hey, we need to advance. Hey, we need to retreat to our possible sector." Or on the Battle of Umbara, "Hey, we needed to go take the enemy airfield." That's all I'm going to say, because that's all I get. Like Crow, my commander, he's going to say, "Hey, this is our mission objective. Our mission objective, take the airfield." I'm going to say to you, "Hey, we need to take this area. Let's do it in a controlled way." And then everything else is on you as a sergeant and as a master sergeant and as lieutenants. Everything about a fate of a victory is decided by those 3 ranks. Because if you're, and the reason, I'm going to give you the reason just because it's easy. The reason for that, if I was, if let's say sergeant, commanders, lieutenants, first lieutenants, majors, commanders, marshal commanders, tell all those people are giving you all different orders. Torch, if you were being told by 16 different people how to do something, get a little stressful, right?
Yep. Story of my life.
All one soldier needs to do is listen to one person, and that one person is you. Right? That's it.
Yeah.
Make things quick, easy, decisive. The less people talking, the better. Because, as I said, when you go up against 41st, and when you go up against the 501st and these like battalion offs, they are going to be struggling. And now you guys can know when you guys are set up in your positions, look at them. Because I swear, CT or the other higher ups will literally, if you watch them and you can see them advance, they'll be like, you can see them point to be like, "Hey, I want you over here. Hey, I want you over here. Hey, I want that sniper up there." You know, you will watch them, and they're not paying attention to you. They're looking this way. They're saying, "Hey, I want a sniper over here. Hey, make sure you're taking cover behind this bridge." You know? Or the opposite of that, they're just leading a charge, and they'll be like, "Oh, I think I can get over here before the enemy can see me. Look at me. I am now exposed. I have no cover around me."
Bang, bang,
Those are the
bang,
only
bang.
2 situations that a non-military member will do. They'll either not pay attention to you, or they'll pay attention too much and just go for it. And then both situations, super easy to deal with that enemy. Super easy. Super, super easy. And I guarantee that's going to be how it's going to work. If you just watch and collect your data, it'll literally be most of the time they're going to charge you. Most of the time they're just going to rush you. And the very key times when it's like a really strategic, if it's someone who's really strategic, right? They will turn. I've seen it, and it is dumbfounded me. I've literally like dropped my rifle because I saw it. The commander or the sergeant of the 41st, I don't know his name. I was just fighting their battalion. He literally advanced. He saw our sector. He saw like my people, and he literally dropped his rifle to look at his troops to tell them where to go. Like he could see me, and I was right there, and I was just like scoped in, and I saw him, and he literally just turned around just to point. Like hilarious.
That's how
This
you lose
is
a
VR chat.
battlefield.
Yeah. This is VR chat. This is not war, but we're gonna make it as much war as possible because guess where the most innovation happens? Is in war.
In war.
You wouldn't have cars today if there wasn't World War I or World War II. You wouldn't.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have toasters. You wouldn't have hot food. You wouldn't have cooking utensils. You wouldn't have this. You wouldn't have that. Just look at television. You wouldn't have television if it wasn't for the Cold War.
Yeah.
Basically,
TV was more of a
America was like,
propaganda
"Hey,
thing,
Russia,
right?
guess what?" Yeah, it was like, "Hey, guess what? We have color TV now." You wouldn't have TV technology like you do right now if it wasn't for the Cold War. War is where innovation happens. When you have a question, look at war because it's been solved.
Same thing with like
And
a
all
lot
this-
of the hazmat stuff, like Seaburn units.
Oh yeah,
that
Oh,
was
yeah. If you
originally.
have a question about
Sorry.
If you have a question about military tactics, it's been solved in war. It's already solved. The answer has been had.
We like war
And
because
Yeah,
it
me
helped
too.
Oh
society
god.
grow into a better place.
Yep.
And therefore, our armies helped us secure, protect, and the
just look at like
society.
National Guard. Like I'm gonna get off track here a little bit, but just look at like the National Guard, right? They're Blackhawks, which is an airframe that I work on. Let's say that Vietnam War never happened and we never had the innovation of helicopters. How are you gonna get rescued from hurricanes in the lower states of America?
Actually, no.
If we didn't have
Helicopters were
helicopters.
made for the Korean War. Technically, Germany made them
Yeah, but they got
first.
their innovation in the. I know they got their. Like I'm talking about innovation, right? Yes, we had the
now
little
I see
tiny
where I did.
bubble canopies in the Korean War, and yes, Germany had one in World War II, but the innovation wasn't there, like it was in Vietnam. I'm talking
Yep.
about like innovation. Look at freaking duct tape. Duct tape was a
Oh,
helicopter
yep.
repair tool. Let's
I
talk
thought
about
it-
super glue. Super glue
Wait.
was a canopy resin that was made for P-51 Mustang. P-51 Mustang canopies.
I thought it
And
was made
really
for like
sticky.
duct tape. I thought it was like made for World War II, just for fixing up engine parts.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was turned into duct tape when there was bullet holes in rotor blades. And
Oh,
they put
I
it on
actually
the
saw
rotor
that.
blades.
Like there was helicopter pilots, and they were like, "Hey, I hear something from your things." They landed. It's like, oh god, there were
Yeah,
two
bullet
bullet
holes.
holes here. So they just like,
And then
screw it.
duct
Let's
tape.
just take this engine tape. Perfect.
Yeah, like innovation. It's all about war. We're getting off sidetrack, and I don't want to hold you guys for long, and especially I don't want to hold myself because I want to go fly before I get tired. But that's literally just one word things. That's all you have to do. Make it
In
as
like a few
simple as
minutes, I
possible.
have to get off as well because I have to sleep, and I have been getting really sick lately, and also I've been
Ooh.
dealing with
Oh,
personal
no flying
shit.
for you.
I wish I could fly too. I wish I could go to heaven right now.
I won't hold you guys any longer than I do. But as a sergeant, make sure you are looking at that. And if you want, we can talk, and you could learn about the other commands. Like this, what you just saw. This entire sector you solved it in 3 terms. 3 secures: secure the pillbox, secure the trench, secure the bridge. And you secure this whole area. That's just three commands. That's it. Without anything else. So very impressive. All right, I don't want to keep you guys here any longer. Have a good one, guys.
You
Have a
too.
good one.
Have a good night, and make
Eat.
sure no bad things come to you.
You as well.
I
hate to
pray
see
every
something
night
bad.
that my friends.
Jesus.
Oh, you just got shot. That wasn't by me, by the way.
And on that note,
Mr.
I'm
Kills.
gonna leave this here for now. Thank you guys for watching.
That's an order.
What are you doing? Really beating me over doing an outro?
Miss, I pray
At
that
least you ain't sucking me off.
that nothing happens to you. You are
Thank you.
sleepy
And we'll go
pretty.
flying someday.
Yay. Good night. Good night, all y'all.